that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a bet, right?
Alright, hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Mr. Sticky Fingers here. I am currently in Laguna Beach. It's one of the more than several, many beautiful beaches in California. So, long story, but today is 4th of July. My family and I just got back from a cruise. And I'll explain all this on the ride, but I just got back from a cruise. Out of the 4 members of my family, two of us are tested positive for COVID using a home test, and 2 of us did not, and one of them is me. So I wanted to get out of the house. We did have plans for 4th of July. Obviously, that was changed now. So I wanted to get back in the house. And usually, as you guys can see in my previous videos, I would normally go to, the mountains or the canyons, Azusa, the 18, ACH. But what's great about California, Southern California, in my opinion, the best place to live in the world, you can go to the beach or the mountains, and the beaches, for me, it's about an hour's drive on the bike, about 40 minutes. And then the mountains are literally, I can get to one of the 18 and 15 minutes. So I did want to kind of sit down and plan out my schedule for work and just kind of chill, and I needed to get out of the house. I'm trying not to get the COVID, so I am going to take a PCR test tomorrow just to be sure. But anyway, I'll explain how the cruise went, how my vacation went in a little bit. Alright, I guess this is a good part, just a good place to continue. So my family and I went on we had a great time on a Mexican Riviera cruise. It was a Carnival Panorama. We just, had a good time. We bought the beverage or the spirit package, which included all the alcohol and all the beverages, coffee, whatever, to drink. All you can drink, and I acted like I was 21 years old again the first couple days. Kind of got sick, stomach aches, and everything with that cruise is great. I mean, if you guys want to have a really good time, if you haven't done a cruise, I'd recommend it. But if the food is just, I don't want to say awful, because there was some food that was okay, but it was absolutely nasty. I mean, it was just, it was bad. I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. Yeah, this is Laguna Beach. It is obviously crowded because of 4th of July. I'm going to try to go to further south down to Dana Point, San Clemente. But anyway, had a good time. Now, as far as COVID testing, so we had to take a PCR test a few days before we got on the ship. We had to take a antigen test the day of getting on the ship, the same day. So right before you board, we had to take antigen tests. As long as you're all negative, then you can board the ship. Then 24 hours before you get off the ship, they test you again. So now my wife had cold symptoms on the second day. Before we got on the ship. And she was kind of worried that she may test positive, but didn't. Obviously, because we went. And then, like I said, we tested. Had my turn signal on. Then we tested. I gotta put my mirrors in. Then we tested again, and she was negative. So everything was cool. Had a great time. We get back home, and my youngest daughter has symptoms cold symptoms, the same as my wife's. And so we were getting ready to, it was my mother's heavenly birthday. She passed away last year, and we were going to go to her cemetery with some family friend, or some rest of the family, my brothers, their families. And we had some home tests. We had some home kits, some antigen tests at home. So I asked my youngest daughter to go ahead and test. And she tested positive. So I'm like, what the freak? So told her to test again. This is literally 2 hours before we're going to leave and go meet family and stuff. July 3rd. In Laguna Beach, they have a sound ordinance, so I just gotta hope. That's exhaust pretty loud, but I'm gonna try to be good. I wonder if I should have went towards Newport instead, but whatever. Anyway, back to my story. So then I asked my wife to test, and she tests positive. The freak? And then she tests positive again. So I was like, oh man, I gotta test. So I tested, I was negative, and my other daughter tested, and she was negative. Now, mind you, all the tests we did before we get on the ship, during the ship, when we get off the ship, and so I tested negative, my other daughter tested negative, so our 4th of July plans were kind of ruined because my youngest daughter, who goes to Pepperdine University, she's a student athlete, plays soccer, she's moving into her new apartment, so we were going to move her in on 4th of July and then hang out in probably the best beach, besides San Diego. I don't know if it might be better in San Diego beaches, but Malibu. Pepperdine University is in Malibu, California, which is amazing beaches, and it's where all the rich movie stars live. We're going to go there, so obviously I needed to get out of the house. I need to take a PCR test before I can, and wait a couple days before I can say I'm not, that I didn't get it from them. That's probably safe. And I do have that where you're sensing that you got a cough, and you're sensing a cold is coming on, and you got a cough. So I have that, but I haven't had to cough, or I haven't coughed. And I've been taking cough medicine and doing whatever I can because, once it starts, it's hard to stop that coughing. So tomorrow I'll take a PCR test, and the PCR test is right around the corner from my house, paid by insurance, and we get the results in less than 24 hours because they're just... So going back towards Newport Beach, Crystal Cove, that area, for some of you gals who are local. Got another bike up here. Not sure, what is that? Diney's. Still in Laguna. Just saw the helmet tap from another rider. For those who don't know, that means there's cops somewhere in the area. Ferrari, he didn't, I mean, he's probably still in first gear. Yeah, he's just cruising. I ain't mad at you. And this could be an area where you get your car taken away if you're going over a certain speed. There's beautiful California, y'all. There's the beach, y'all. Woohoo! Got a Ferrari to my right. Sailboats. Beautiful ocean. Oh, there you go. Ferrari and an Aprilia RS660. Packed. Oh my gosh. Whew. Wow, look at all the people trying to get in for parking. Wow. Crazy. I'm sure they're charging money. What, $20 a pop? $30 a pop? $30 a car? $20 a car? What are you gonna do? Look at this car here. I don't know my cars, but what the freak? Oh man, this thing is sick, dude. Wow. No, it's the Lamborghini. What the freak?
I've never seen this Lamborghini. This thing is sick. Wow. Look at that thing. That thing is sick, dude. Oh my god. Wow. Look at that thing. Crazy. Now that's money right there. You got ballers. You got shock haulers. That's another level. That ain't even, I mean,